noticed outside the state of Florida. When those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clinton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense will take the field first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know, someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row. A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Florida State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, Elite One.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making checks. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Took a shot as he threw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Number 5. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the quick completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Callow. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Got room at the 35. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Golden. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Line gets set, first down. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gonna look downfield again. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The screen, he can go. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very...
Touchdown, Florida State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Finds his man. It's Clinton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds his man. It's Golden. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Pressure coming. It's caught. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Noles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown quarter. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra-physical with 0 hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's shot. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Callow. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Canes will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Final play of the quarter coming. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll go to the counter. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. The slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Knock. The backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Slings it downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes the grab. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew he was man coverage, so he found his best matchup, got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Under fire. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number one beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bring in the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Clinton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Wide open downfield. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's